All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Voice of Jacksonville Pool coming to you live at the People's Tournament here. This is actually the women's side. We got started a little late on that. Had a lot going on today, guys. So we got a great match. Gwen versus Ness here. Ness at the table right now. They have already been playing a few racks, as y'all can see. The race is to 7. Gwen is up one rack here, 5-4. Gwen looking to get on top of the hill here and hopefully secure this first win of the day. And guys, if y'all will just bear with us for a few minutes, we're going to try to get some adjustments made on the volume and everything like that. Let me know if I'm too loud or anything. But we are streaming on both YouTube and Facebook via Q Sports Studios. So you can catch us on either end here. So if you're on one or the other and maybe you had a smart TV at home or something like that and you'd rather watch via YouTube, you can definitely pull it up. It is Q Sports Studios. If you look at the logo at the bottom right there. All right, and chat, let me know you guys can hear me just fine. Let me know how everything's going, how your day's going here. Give y'all some information here. This is, of course, located here at Rax Billiards, and we are already kicking things off in the right direction here. I know I hear the men's Calcutta going on right as we speak right now. This is a race to 7 on both the winner and loser side, race to 9 during the finals for this one here. And this is 9-ball that we're playing. So the winner breaks. You do have to call your 9-ball. No accidental pockets here for making the 9. And I'll have to double check. I thought I heard them say 9 on the snap does not count. I'm pretty sure that stands. I believe that's what was said this morning for both sides as well. Welcome on in, everybody. Thank you guys for already being here. We're going to be here all day, all night, until we get things wrapped up, and then we'll be back tomorrow. Once the women's side wraps up here, we'll head over to the men's side as well. So we'll be switching over in a little while. I hope everybody's having just a wonderful and blessed day. Gwen with just a small miss right there. Forgive me, I said Ness was on the hill earlier. I think Gwen is on one away from the hill. Ness is just one behind at 4 racks versus 5. Pretty easy setup for the 7-ball here. Kind of gives you a good option to get to that 8. Thinking a little speed control here. Very important. No need to let it loose. Yeah, there you go. Great job. Let that cue ball float back over. And did excellent, actually. Got a little bit over past the halfway point. Pretty much if you were at the halfway point here, definitely making that shot quite a bit easier for yourself. And with that 9-ball being kind of center of the table, just however you feel most comfortable with this. I mean, you have multiple choices for that 9-ball depending on how you want to hit this 8. And as long as you just don't scoot that cue ball right up against that 9, you'll be doing just fine. Great shot. Cue ball's going to roll back over almost center of the table as well. And looks like maybe going for that 9-ball in the top left-hand corner pocket here. Got to watch out for that side pocket there. And don't get too loose. Let that cue ball go crazy. A little right-hand English to do you some favors there. Absolutely does a great job. Well played, Ness. Nicely done. That's going to tie it right back up here, 5-5. Marianne, how you doing? Yes, ma'am. We will be streaming the main event as well. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're just going to do like a little back and forth here soon. Unfortunately, a little camera failure today, so we're down to just the one main camera at this point. But we're going to at least start on the women's side. The men's side has not started just yet. They're still in the middle of the Calcutta, I believe. And maybe wrapping up here in just a moment. I think they're still in the middle of it right this second. They have not. Nobody's on table just yet. Marianne rooting for Gwen there. Gwen shooting pretty good. Just hung up the 7 just a moment ago. Just a small miss. Ness was able to capitalize. Did really well on the 7, 8, 9. And unfortunately, I know y'all didn't get to see the beginning of this match here, but both these ladies shooting really well. Very, very small, just minor mistakes here and there, and pretty much the other players have been capitalizing on it. Nothing that I can see so far that has been like a major differentiator between the two of them, to where like one is having issues with making side pockets or this that, and the other, where it's just not working. So both ladies have been playing extremely well. Very solid break. Good control on that cue ball here. Has eyes on the one. Not really going to be much of a shot choice here. But yeah, appreciate all y'all being here already this morning. Again, if you're watching, I know Marianne's on Facebook right now. But again, I know some people have been wanting to watch on like their big screen TV and stuff, having smart TVs at home that may have YouTube on it. We are on YouTube as well via Q Sports Studios. So that way we're streaming them both at the same time, guys. So we got a jump shot attempt here. Luckily not too far of a distance to jump over with that 9. Oh no, just curved it over. Just fine. Kicking the one ball close to that corner pocket. And that's going to open up a little bit. That is going to give Gwen here a great opportunity on the one ball. Don't take it for granted, though. Yeah, there we go. Great shot on that one ball here, letting the cue ball just rotate out towards the middle of the pocket. Tough cut on the 2 here. Not an easy one to go after. Luckily, the table's kind of open up. That 6 ball sitting against the rail, so that's something to pay attention to here as the rack continues on. Great shot. Push it towards the pocket here. Cue ball does come out, but it is a small miss on that 2 ball. Does leave it not too far from the pocket here. We'll see if Ness here can take advantage here. It's just a matter of what are you going to do for the 3 ball? Do you do this so slow that you just try to control it too much? Potentially miss? Or do you let that cue ball loose a little bit? She let it loose a little bit there. Did a great job. Just barely missing that 3, getting back at the bottom end of the table here. Very well played. Again, none of these cuts are easy at all here. Another good hit here. Bumps into the 4, though. Not the best of leaves. Can take the 4 all the way down here in the bottom right-hand corner pocket. Just not an easy option here at all. Thomas, thank you for being here. Says, let's go, Gwen. Good luck, women. Thank y'all so much for rooting on who y'all are loving here. These ladies are absolutely doing a wonderful job here. We definitely owe them a lot of praise and support for sure. So please, please, please continue to shout out who it is you're supporting and rooting for. It's always welcomed here. We've seen good sportsmanship already for the morning. Everything's just kicking off in just a real great positive manner. And then for those who don't know as well here, we are at Rax Billiards. That's where we're at in Sanford, Florida. Y'all got to forgive me. For some reason or other, I've had the habit lately of saying I'm in Stark, Florida. I don't know why I'm mixing it up, but I have no doubt that I'm going to do it at some point in time today on stream. But no, we're in Sanford, Florida, and this place is absolutely just a gorgeous, gorgeous pool hall. Very well lit, amazing tables, great staff. And, of course, the one and only Dominic Dunn putting on this tournament here does a fantastic job. If y'all have never been a part of one of these tournaments before, please, please, please don't miss out in the future on it here. Because this is a 600 and under 9-ball tournament, so giving a lot of people some options here to be able to play. Small miss there on the 4 ball. Definitely wanted to carry over a little more. This is going to give Ness here ball in hand. She's got to make sure to let that cue ball loose just a little bit here, get back down that table. Definitely would want to be, I don't know, almost a little bit more on the left-hand side table, closer to that left-hand side pocket, or further up the table from there, from that point forward. Pretty much if you draw like a line in between that left-hand side pocket where the 6 ball is, kind of make the shot a little easier. Let's see here. Looks like she's loading up some good right on it. Great shot here. Going to pull that cue ball right on over. Very well played. Look at that. Look at that. Look right there where I said draw that line at, and that's where you'd want to be. Very well played. She can manipulate the shot just a little bit after that 7 in the side here. Let the cue ball come off this bottom rail and still have a great shot on the 8 ball. Don't have to do too much here. I think this is one of those shots that sometimes we look for the better, the more perfect shape almost, and we end up messing ourselves over. Great speed. And it hangs up in the pocket. Wow. Would not have been able to see that coming, chat. Ness definitely disappointed with that shot here. Going to leave Gwen with a great opportunity. Only 4 balls left on the table here. Again, just gotta control a little bit here. Don't make it fancy. Good speed. Lets it pop out. And there we go. Now she'll be able to take the 7 in the right-hand side pocket. And just let that cue ball rotate down here in this bottom short rail and come back up the table. Excellent shot here. Cue ball's kicking on over. It's going to hit that pocket point. No, it's going to scratch just barely. Oh, my goodness. It just needed to be a little bit further over. That English took extremely well and just floated that cue ball right over to that left-hand side pocket. Ness has got to take advantage of this. I don't know if Gwen's going to give her another opportunity. There's only 2 balls left on the table. Got to choose your shot carefully here. Make sure you're going to be very comfortable for that 9 ball. Don't hang it up. Looks like loading up on some more bottom here. Saw a little hesitation in her stroke right there. Got to be careful on that one. Now that definitely kicked over quite a bit here, making that 9 ball a little bit more difficult than what it has to be. But definitely still a doable shot. Excellent speed. Is going to rotate down and misses the pocket point. Doesn't hang up in there. Very well played by Ninja Ness there. I love Ness's shirt here saying Ninja Ness. Absolutely freaking, that's phenomenal. Very well played there. That's going to bring it to Ness being on the hill first. Bringing her up to 6 out of the 7 racks necessary here. Gwen just trailing right behind. Again, both ladies doing a phenomenal job here. Just small misses right there, right? We just saw a little bit. Hanging up there, a little bit too much English, kick that cue ball into the side pocket. These are just simple, very, very simplistic situations to go through and simple mistakes, nothing crazy. So I think both are playing extremely well here. Plus, I mean, you just can't beat a great matchup whenever it's the first one on the stream, and they're almost both hill as well. I mean, that's 13 racks to take home the win is a lot of pool to go through with one opponent. So both of them just not giving it up to each other, which I love seeing. As you see there, winner does rack and break their own. They are using a template for this. Got a nice little pop from that break here. Nothing dropping. And that 1 ball is buried behind that 9. Absolutely just complete opposite ends of the table here. That's very interesting. Ness's break as well here, using the rail a little bit. Get that power behind the break. And guys, if y'all just join us here, this is the People's Tournament over here in Rex Billiards. We're going to be here today and tomorrow for the tournament here. We'll be switching over to the men's side in a little while and get y'all some of the women's side that's already started. And I think the men's is maybe starting here now. Trying to look over right now. I don't know if they've fully started yet or not. No, actually, I think they may have just began. Yeah, I'm seeing the scoreboards out now. I'm not seeing any points on them yet. So maybe either warming up one more time or they're starting right this very moment. I believe 1 p.m. was the expected start time for that. Tyler, welcome to the stream, my friend. Then let's go Nest. There we go. I like that. That defensive shot works. A little double kiss action there. Not to say to go for it, but you can always go and kick over that long rail and kick back into that one if you really want to try and make it. Got to watch out for a scratch shot here, though. Too much that right-hand side. Okay, there we go. Very well played here. Looks like cue ball's still going to kick it out, though. I believe Ness is going to have enough eyesight on that. Hit just a sliver of it, but because of that, I should push the one into the short rail at the top and send the cue ball back down the middle of the table here. Yeah, very well. Oh, no, he got caught up behind the 6 ball. That is not what we were looking to have happen there. Definitely wanted to hit that top rail and come on back out, but that 6 ball had different plans for the cue ball. Now an open shot on the one for sure. Gotta be careful getting caught up. This 9-3-5-4 over here is kind of making a little barrier to do much with. She kept it simple there, just went for the one. Probably gonna play a defensive shot here. And definitely can't use that 9-3-5-4 to her advantage. Had the cue ball somewhere behind those and send the 2 ball down the table. And she does so. And ends up making it. I wasn't sure she was going to go for it for the full-on bank there or not, but it was very bankable, very well played. Let's take a look at that again. Great speed on that as well. Let it just open up. I mean, that was a tough angle. She let it open up nicely. Very, very well done. Nicely done. Wow. That was one for the books for sure. Trying to thin that 3 ball there. Past the 8, didn't go. 3 balls very open now, 4 balls open. Nicely done. Very well played here. May have let it go a little too much. I would have wanted the cue ball to be a little further down, just to make the cut easier. But still a doable cut shot no matter what. And should lead her to the 5 ball as well, just fine. Nicely done here again. Not too hard, nothing too crazy there. You're going to have an option now. You're going to have to make a little bit more of an option here for that 6 ball. I think here I'd be using just a little bit of right, let it come off that long rail just above that side pocket and kick on over. She's going to choose to take it down to the bottom left-hand corner pocket here instead. Can pretty much stop it here if she wanted to, or kick it over just a tiny bit for that 7 ball. Got to focus on making this, though, just with the way the table and yeah. I was going to say, gotta watch out for it just rattling in there. These diamonds can be very, very unforgiving. If anybody's ever played on before, I'm sure you guys are very well aware these pockets are not the easiest. And guys, forgive me if y'all hear a lot of extra chatter and stuff like that as well. This pool hall is pretty packed today, which is awesome. I mean, we got Both tournaments happening right this very second here. We even got APA League going on next to the sound booth over here as well. So we got a little bit of everything going on right this moment. Now, the nice thing is, even though it's tougher cut, it's a little steeper here, this should open up nicely to get to that 9 ball. Good speed here. And uses all the pocket there, but gets it right on over, making an easier shot for the 9. If Ness gets this here, Ness will be the winner of this, making it 7-5 as the final score. No, took it for granted potentially here. May have. Well, I'm not gonna say she rushed it here because she took her time, but no, definitely took it for granted. Gwen's got to be happy about this situation here. Not that you want your opponent ever to mess up here, but that definitely should have been lights out right there. Very tough shot here. Potential for a scratch. She lets it loose here. Gets it right on over. Voids the pockets. Very well done. Nicely done here. We have got a tied hill race on our hands here. Gwen taking pure advantage of that miss by Ness here. You know Ness has got to be kicking herself after that one here. I know I would be for sure. That's one of those shots that after 3 more opponents into this whole tournament, you're sitting there, you're like, I should have never missed that shot. It's definitely something that'll hang with you for a little bit here, guys. So we'll be right back here. Going to show a quick little commercial and get back to the race. All right, we are back here. Both ladies opted to use the rail there. Great follow through on that break. Both of them doing very solid on their breaks here. I like that. I like using the rail. I don't see that too much anymore with using the rail to try to get some of that extra oomph, that extra power through. The 1 is open here. Very long shot though for Ness. Got to shoot over the rail here. Not the easiest thing to do in the world. Definitely adds an extra layer of difficulty here. With the 1 and 2 being open, yeah, as long as you just pretty much, you just want to slow roll this or try to get it into the left-hand long rail, give you a good shot on that 2. But the 2 I would either control or try to stop depending on what I'm left with, and then go for the 3 at the top there. Very similar shot chance here for Gwen. And again, just a small miss. There was a lot of table to take over for that 1 ball. Same thing with Ness's shot just a moment ago here. Definitely wanted that out of there. Looks like that 7 maybe hanging up with the 2 ball here in the bottom right. There we go, lining up for a jump shot here. That 7's not too far distance, but this is not an easy shot. This is a lot of table to be able to correctly keep that cue ball going. She does a great hit on it, though. Doesn't make it, but what a phenomenal hit. Very well done, very well lined up there. Let's take a look at that again here while Gwen's coming to the table. That was a very tough jump shot here. Just with as much table as in between the cue ball and that 2. The jump part, getting over the 7 was already tough enough here. And she did a great, oh my goodness, what a great job hitting that. And Gwen firing right on back here. It's going to nestle cue ball in the top right-hand corner pocket. And that 2 ball's all the way against this bottom short rail. Goodness gracious. I don't know if the pocket point is going to hang this up. Ness taking a look at it here, seeing what the options are. Oh, goodness gracious. This is going to be a tough one. Yeah, looks like she's going to have to kick off that long rail here on the left-hand side. Right there on that second diamond, getting behind it here, sending the cue ball flying. And the cue ball's going to nestle right up next to that 3, but it still is poking out just enough. Very well played here. Wow. Loving this fight here. This is this may be round 1, but the passion and how well they're fighting against each other right now. This feels like almost like a semifinals towards the finals match. Well played here, trying to get that 3 to roll in. Karam off the 2. Got close here, but a phenomenal leave at the end of the day. Should be hidden well enough around that behind that 9 from what I can tell from this camera angle now. I could be wrong, but we'll see if she gets right down to shoot it. It looks like she's looking at it. Yeah, she's going to masse it a little bit here. Excellent masse. Great hit here. Avoids the scratch. And that 2 ball is going to rotate up close to that 9 here. Question is what to do from here. Don't know if a good combo option is there with the 2-9 and with where the 3 ball is. If that makes that a little bit more possible from that shot, maybe that 3 ball is gonna have that corner pocket open up a little more. But the worry is obviously if you go for it here, where does that 9 ball end up getting hung up at? Two 9 off the 3. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here, Jesse, for sure. That's just such a tough shot here. Like I said, I think 3 opens that table up a little bit more. I definitely would be getting behind this 9 first, looking at it, then looking at the 2, and just lining up my shot, taking an extra moment of time here. This is for whoever wins this rack, it takes it all. I mean, we've been through 12 racks, taking 13 racks here total to take the win. Great hit, good try on it. And I think with the speed and stuff, I think she did good, making sure not hanging up in there. Very well done. And the Ness back to the table here. Looks like she might be able to do a little combo here. I'm not quite sure. She's looking at it. Tried for the combo. It did not. Ended up hanging up in the pocket. So now definitely the 2-8 combo goes. I want to definitely leave that 2 ball in there, I would say, and hang it up a little bit. Have another shot here right after on the 2. And it kicks over very close to that 6 ball. The cue ball rolls up behind it as well. Could always go with a defensive option here and then maybe just push the 6 into the 2 a little bit. It takes a lot of control. Might be able to shoot past that 6-2, put some left on it, and end up hitting the right-hand side of that 2 ball, closer towards the pocket. Oh, she could see a sliver of it. Oh, and hit the pocket point on the side. Did not scratch in the process here. 2 is very much open now. Pretty much you want that cue ball where that 2 ball is at this point. That 3 is just hanging up in that pocket just a little bit in that top left hand. And 4 is nestled all the way down here near this 9 ball here against the spot on short rail. Guys, also, if y'all hear the sound cutting out and everything here, it's just because they are playing music and stuff. I'm trying to keep from having any little copyright strikes and stuff happening. So don't think anything's wrong with the stream here. If y'all hear me cutting in and out a little bit from time to time, every time I stop talking, I do cut the audio. Excellent job. Let the cue ball loose here. Hits a little bit of the 5. Kicks on over here, rolling towards that side pocket. It stops. But very, very tough tough shot here on the 4 coming up. That is such a cut and a half. I do not envy Ness being in this position right now for that 4 ball. Nice try there, but does end up hanging the 4 ball up in the pocket. I would definitely get the bridge out here. Just hit that right-hand side of that 4 ball. Go for aiming for the 5 in that side pocket here. Give myself a little bit of angle where I can drift that cue ball back on down. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that little reach over. Granted, I'll just say that for me personally because I feel like I make more mistakes anytime that I rush that instead of just working on just getting the bridge. There we go. Gwen feeling the same way as I do on that. I can see some people making that shot and doing that just fine. There's a lot of people very comfortable reaching over like that, and it works. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is not a difficult shot for the skill level that everybody's playing at over here, but it's just something that, I don't know. I just feel like it adds that extra layer of error potential. And she definitely wanted to just barely hit that 4, the side on that 4 ball here. It would have been kicked out a little bit further to the left. I will say that cue ball is just nestled right against that 5, though. Now, she might be able to cut it all the way down in the top right-hand corner pocket. Maybe I'm looking at the angle wrong. I'd probably be on the other side of it. Yeah, because that's going to put it against the rail here now. She could have just been going for the defensive option instead. Maybe she felt more comfortable going with that here. It's definitely a tough cut, so the defensive is definitely, again, we're talking about the greater probability of things here. The defensive shot, I think was a safer option with everything going on. Because the last thing you want to do is just hang it up in that pocket with 4 balls being left on this table here. Both opponents showing that once they get down to the last 3, last 4, it's definitely a good probability for an out. Ness going for a defensive shot there as well here. Looks like it opened up a little more than I expected. That cue ball isn't quite as hidden behind that 7 as expected. Definitely good try here. Guys, for everybody just joining in, please, 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 for all those in Facebook land here, make sure to like and comment. Same thing on YouTube here as well for the stream. If you don't mind, share it out for us as well. We greatly appreciate it. Love to see a lot of people getting to enjoy this this pool and stuff that's being put on. All thanks to Q Sports Studios here, and thanks to Dominic Dunn with the People's Tournament here for inviting us back out to be able to do this. In fact, this tournament was if I remember correctly, the first one I joined Jesse with, and it was just a heck of a good time last time. We had a lot of great people, and just again, it was just such an amazing environment here, an amazing atmosphere to be a part of. It definitely is one of the best tournaments I've ever gotten to see and just be a part of and get to enjoy for sure. So hope you guys get to do so as well. But again, just share out to your friends and stuff here. Let's get them out and let them have some fun. Want that cue ball to maybe kick out a little bit further there, a little further down that table. But still doable shot here. I think, again, this is very similar. I believe Ness took the shot just a little while ago, if I remember correctly. Again, use a little right-hand English here and let that cue ball bounce from one long rail back to the other and then back up again. Ain't got to let it too far loose here, but yeah, you want yourself a pretty good angle. Again, if we're talking here, just to make things easier, pretty much where the cue ball is right now, maybe just a little bit further left, making that 9 ball just a little bit easier to take in this bottom left-hand corner pocket. And anywhere further up the cue ball goes to that left-hand long rail, of course, makes that shot way, way easier the further up you are. Excellent shot here. She let it loose. It goes back one rail, back to the other, and back again. Very well done here. She got a lot of distance, unfortunately, from it, but absolutely did great on executing that shot here. This could be for the win. And again, if so, I know if I was Ness, this is something that's gonna haunt me here. Both players here have fought absolutely tooth and nail to get this point here. A heel match, very first one on the stream. Again, you can't ask for better entertainment here. And thank you to everybody that has given these ladies shout-outs here and let us know who they were rooting for. Good attempt here. I like the speed. I like the confidence speed. That 9 ball's going to roll close to that side pocket. Ooh, yes, it is going to make it where it can go in that side pocket. And take your time on this. I know me personally here, I've been having some of the issues with these side pockets and with these angles here. I keep being off just by a centimeter here. Definitely love hitting those pocket points each time that I go after these shots. So take your time on this. I like the fact she took a moment, lined up the shot, got behind it here. Not feeling comfortable about something. There you go. Get back up. Do your pre-shot routine. Take your time. I think she just changed her bridge there as well. Be confident in your shot here. Know that you make this 9 times out of 10. You got it. And she does got it. Definitely very well done. Big congratulations here. With that being said, Ness taking the win over Gwen here. So it's 7-6 overall score here. Very well played. What a matchup right there between the two ladies. That was awesome. Very well done and great to see here. So with that being said, Ness will move on to play Sandy in the next matchup for the round 2 side. Let's see here. I don't have all the scores updating here, but Sandy won over Kim 7-4. I don't have any updated score for Jen versus Emily here. Michelle took home the win 7-2 against Leanne. And then Jenny Seaver took home the win 7-1 against Lauren here. Marjorie, if I'm saying her name correctly here, took home the win 7-3 against Julia. Don't have a score update for Jessica versus Christina yet. And pretty much don't have score updates for majority of the others here as well. All right, guys. Well, we're going to do a couple commercials here. We'll be right back and then get y'all some more action here as soon as I know who's going to be up on the table next. But bear with us here for just a few minutes. Hey, Auntie Gail, I'll see you in there in chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you being here as well, supporting the stream. Guys, I am waiting on the tournament directors. Let me know who is coming up next. And I'll get everything updated here in terms of the names for you guys to be able to follow along. Also, this is a digital pool as well here. I'll get a link out to the stream here in just a moment so that way you guys can follow the brackets for anybody following from home. All right. Link should be coming through in just a moment. And that way, again, if y'all wish to follow from home, there it goes. Took it a second there. But that way, if you wish to follow from home, that is the live link here. And just in case anybody ever wants to know how to find that as well, if you ever just go to digitalpool.com, there's a search option when you click on tournaments here. And this is the People's Tournament here. So literally, if you type in the word People's, it's super, super easy to find both the women's side and the men's side of the tournament because they are separated as two separate tournaments here. But super, super easy to be able to find here. And this is just one of the easiest ways to be able to do any of your pool tournaments. The nice thing is you put everybody in and you put all their cell phone numbers. And whenever it gets done randomizing the layout and everything, and it'll call, literally, you just say, hey, what tables they're on, and it'll be like, hey, this. Oh, looks like we're going to have Ness joining us back here. She's going on for round 2 on this table. So it will be Ness versus Sandy on the table. Again, race to 7. Sandy winning against her opponent, Kim, last match, 7-4. And then Ness taking home the win, 7-6 in this one against Gwen just a moment ago. So I'll get the scoreboard at top updated, guys, and we're going to get this thing kicked off as soon as we can. Oh, very, very excited to see how this one plays out here. The fact that we're already getting a round 2 on the women's side match going here. And guys, for those just joining us here, we're just waiting for the ladies to get on the table here. And Ness coming back for round 2 versus Sandy here again. Sandy winning her first match against Kim, 7-4. This is still on the winner's side. Race to 7, the finals will be a single finals match, race to 9. Now, this is double elimination otherwise for this match. There is the 3-foul rule in place as well. Winner breaks, winner racks are on. All right, guys. Again, thank y'all for everybody joining us from home here. We will be switching over to the men's side here in a little while. Their tournament has started now. I'm seeing some scores on the bracket and everything as well. We'll be getting that started here very soon. I say very soon. We're going to get through some of the ladies' matches here. They've got to be on stream as well, and I do apologize because of an accident this morning here. One of the cameras did get messed up, unfortunately, or else I'd be able to switch them back and forth between the matches if you guys need it. But if anybody has any questions about any score updates at all, don't hesitate. I'll make sure and pull up the bracket and let you know. So that way you got a favorite player on the other side. You can be able to root them on as well. Guys, while we're waiting here, let me know what y'all got planned for this weekend. How's everything going? And if you're up here with us or nearby, please don't hesitate to come and join in. Again, we're at Rack's Billiards here. This place got amazing food, amazing wait staff, just such an amazing environment to be in, and definitely a lot of fun you don't want to miss out on as well. All right, both ladies making their way back to the table here. And we got Ness versus Sandy here. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy anybody else's nickname as much as I've enjoyed Ness's being the Ninja. Love that. Absolutely love that. One of my favorite funny little things here to do is whenever, you sneak up somebody, they're like, gosh, you scared me. I'm like, I'm a ninja. Oh, so much fun. I love the name. Love the name. Tyler, yes, Ness did win the last match. It came hill against Gwen here. Ness taking home the win 7-6. And honestly, it was about to be 7-5, but just a near miss in the top left-hand corner pocket on a not easy cut, on a tougher cut, but definitely, I don't know. Again, I don't want to say she rushed it, though. I instantly said that right away as the commentator. I felt a little bad about it because I was like, what? She did take a moment. She didn't get right down on it, didn't shoot. But yeah, she definitely good. Again, both ladies absolutely played their heart out. I was talking about how it felt like very much a semifinals style match. Now we do have this next match ready here. This is again on the winner's side. Ness and Sandy both taking home the win against their opponent's last match. Sandy with the break here. Good amount of power. 9-ball doesn't get too loose on it. Oh, Q-ball's going to get flung by that 3 a little bit. Still opens up for the 1. Yeah, the 2 didn't get in the way, so eyes on the 1 is still possible here, but nothing making here. Ness already to the table. Tough shot here. Having to shoot all the way over that 3 ball. Just near miss on that side pocket, but she's going to get an amazing leave out of it here. Ness has got her work cut out for her on this one here. That 1 is nestled very close at 9 and 5. 8 ball's really blocking her to go against the top of the short rail here. She's got a really tough situation to go through here. Looks like she's opting to load up on a lot of left here. She's going to kick on the right-hand side between that 1 and 5. Let it come off the rail and hit back into that 1. Great speed, hits it, and gets cue ball to the rail. Very well played. Going to get a bump into the 5 here, and Ness so close to that 1. Very, very well done. Wow. Great shot. Good speed. Good English right there. Very well done letting it take off the way it needed to against that short rail at the top. Not sure if she's going to look to drain it at the bottom right or cut it a little bit here to go for the bottom left. Looks like she's opting to cut it here in the bottom left-hand corner. I think I like that a little better. Looks like she's going at a sharper downward angle on it. Does so. Let's keep our kick back over here. Just a near miss. Almost rattles in the pocket. Very well played. That is a tough shot to go after in the first place. And she almost got it. Very well done. Wow. Good speed here. Let's just float right on in there. Kicks it to the 3. Gets eyes on that 2 ball. Looks like she's going to go and just go right up in between the rest of the balls on the table here. Good speed. It's just going to do a nice little defensive shot right there. Very well played. Didn't think it was making one in that corner pocket based on that, almost like that 7 ball being in the way. So why not make it a little tougher for your opponent there? I don't know, that 5 is making things, I believe that 5 is making things extremely tough right now. Looks like she should be able to load up. If she loads up on enough right-hand English there, and goes right past that 5. There she goes. Kicks on over here. Hits into the 2. And hits to the rail. Very well done. Very well done. Great job. Yeah, I thought that 5 was definitely making that shot harder than it had to be. Now Ness having, for the most part, what I'm going to call a regular shot now on the 2 ball. So they both have not had a lot of good opportunities on it just yet. Kind of feeling the table out a little bit between each other. Good speed here. Lets it drift right into the pocket. Still has nice eyes on the 3 ball here. She goes for the side pocket here, though. That cue ball is going to strike into that 8. Which isn't a big deal, but you definitely want to get the 8 out of the way. You can't, you don't have to hit it like it owes your rent money, but you just want to make sure you open it up for a chance on that 4 ball. And kind of keep that focus on making that 3 ball first, of course. You're going to hit into that 8, though. It's going to be fine. There we go. The 8's going to drift back, though. That's what I was worried about. It's going to drift right on top of the freaking cue ball. Oh, man. Nice simple 1 rail kick here, nothing crazy. Looks like she may be aiming right towards that diamond. Good hit into it here. Yeah, very unlucky roll. That was a concern there. I mean, no matter what, you're going to hit into the 8 regardless. It's just a matter of how hard you hit into it and it coming back towards you. But Tyler, how are you doing today, my friend? Thank you for joining on the stream. Thank you for the comments as well. Appreciate that. I know you were rooting for Ness in the last match. Does that still stand in this match as well? We're Team Ness versus Sandy on this one as well, or have you switched sides? I'm liking the defensive options both these ladies are taking right here. I think that one may have rolled just a little too far here, but I definitely like the thought process behind each of them. I think, again, with this being the very first rack as well, get a good feel between your opponent. Maybe see some weaknesses happening, you know. They're not good at 1 rail kicks and stuff like that. You might be able to take advantage as this whole table keeps progressing. We get into the later racks here. Great try on that here, but unfortunately 4 ball hangs up in the pocket. Sandy going to have a good opportunity here to maybe get on a little bit of a run, and we might see a little bit more of this rack get taken out here. Both players, again, having to play smart, play some defensive, having some really longer shots, and just some unlucky rolls and stuff. I don't fault either player. Neither of them have really had an opportunity for the most part to really get a roll going. May have wanted to hit that a little more, but again, could have risked going too far behind the 8 ball there. And for anybody just joining us here, this is a race to 7 for both these ladies here. We are at 0-0. The score is correct at the bottom of your screen. For those that wish to follow along at home, I did link it in the chat, but let me know if you need me to link it again. Or if you just simply go to digitalpool.com, that is, and then click on tournaments, search the word Peoples. You'll see it come on up. You'll see both the men and women's side bracket. That way, if you wish to follow along at home, or if you got somebody that is not on stream that you want to be able to great try on that bank, wow, that you want to try and be able to support and see how they're doing, you can definitely do so. Got a lot of table to cover on this 5 ball here, but very doable corner pocket. Just, yeah, I like that. There you go. I love seeing when people take that second, line their cue up behind their shot, whereas a lot of players love to do. I'd like to see whenever they get behind the ball and act like they're going to stroke through the object ball. Really know where it is they're wanting that cue ball to land on. But yeah, Chad, let me know who y'all are rooting for. As always, these ladies are working hard here, putting on a great show here for us. I don't even want to say show, great entertainment, I'll say, for us as well. And they've worked hard to be here, and we got a lot of people from around Florida that are here that drove a couple hours here, a couple hours there to be able to get here and enjoy the tournament. It's definitely show the love, show the support. With that shot here, this table is definitely opening up quite a bit more now. There's not a lot to stand in your way past yourself here. Now you're getting to the point in the rack where you're going to have some choices here to where you can kind of decide to go about this a couple different ways and give yourself some options, or if you miscue or something, or just wind up short or long, depending on your next shot, you definitely got some extra opportunity here. Gonna go for the 6 on the bottom right-hand corner pocket here. Should be looking to get the cue ball closer back towards the center of the table here. It's gonna come off rail, and then shoot right back up there towards the center there. Very well played. Again, you don't have to get perfect, but make the next shot just a little bit easier for yourself. Kind of know those, little quadrants if you want to of where you kind of want the cue ball to be at roughly, and definitely know your stop zones as well here. I cannot let the cue ball stop here. I can't let the cue ball stop there. I'll be hooked. Great shot. Good speed right there. Near miss on that 8 ball there, but good attempt there. I like the run that we just had. Again, like I said, as this rack narrows down to the end, both opponents getting some extra options here now. I don't know if the 9 is causing an issue with that 8 to go in the corner, but I don't think it is, because she got down on that ball very fast here. I don't think it's much of an issue. She's going to let it roll. Yeah, very well played. It was not tied up enough. And again, don't take this type of shot for granted. She's calling the top right-hand corner pocket. You do have to call your 9 ball. No magical pockets here. Great speed, and lets it go in. Very well done. Nicely done. First rack going to Sandy here over Ness, bringing her 1-0 out of, again, the race to 7 here, guys. We'll be right back after word from our sponsors. All right, guys, we are back. Again, Sandy up to break here. Winner does rack and break their own. We've had a great first rack between these ladies here. Definitely showing a lot of battle potential. No unfortunate scratch there in the bottom right-hand corner pocket. 9-5 are hooked up against each other as well there in the center. Um, yeah, you got a lot of back and forth here. You got the one in the bottom left, two in the top left there. Looks like you're probably going to end up taking the 3 in the bottom right. You're going to take the 4 probably in the top right. You got a little back and forth here action on this rack. So this rack's got some work behind it. I almost kind of like taking this one ball here, coming against this the bottom rail here, and trying to kick out. Pretty much, if you draw a line from the center bottom diamond to the 2 ball, I kind of want to be like in that quadrant and just have a little angle on that 2 ball, so that way I don't end up getting stuck behind stuff. I don't like slow rolling this and then, yeah, kicking it over. And that's going about a little different way than I would have here. Again, nothing wrong with that, though, guys. For anybody just joining as well here, this is the voice of Jacksonville Pool, your commentator for the day here, Tim Jones. Appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown so far. Nice little speed right there, though. She did very well on that shot here, giving herself an easier shot on the 3 ball to further that rolled up. All right, just got to be careful. That 9-5 plays a potential big risk here, blocking you to that 4 ball. Great speed right there here. And again, she didn't let it loose too much there, so 9-5 did not come into play. Now, she might have an option here on the 9 ball early, depending on how 9-5 is set up right here. Looks like some right-hand English, what she's loading up on here as well. Yeah, it definitely is. Let it hit the rail, kind of straighten back out. So I don't know if there was an option for the 9-5 there at all. Wasn't sure if maybe the side pocket was a chance, or maybe just hitting the both and have the 9 drift in the bottom left hand. Five ball's rolling back up a little bit. Not an easy shot at all here. Again, guys, I do apologize if y'all hear a lot of the extra chatter coming through stream by chance. We are a very jam-packed pool hall today, to say the least. Great shot there, letting it open up a little bit. Very, very well done. Not quite sure what she's thinking here for the 7 next. A 6 isn't too crazy of a shot. I mean, a little bit of a tight cut here. I like using a little bit of right here, I think. No, just a near miss. It's going to get right up nestled against that 7 too as well. She would not have wanted that shot next anyways. 6 sitting in the pocket here, though. You got to let it loose too much, but you just want to get the cue ball back behind that 7 ball. And then look at maybe taking the 7 all the way down here in the bottom right-hand corner pocket. And if you can get yourself either a stop shot or just a little bit of a control here, you'll definitely have a good chance on that 8 in the left-hand side pocket. And just depending on how your leave is after that 7 to the 8, you can look at taking the 9 in the right-hand side pocket. But again, that 9 is very center of the table here at this point. Nice little option there to be able to go pretty much wherever you want to. Just again, just don't nestle up next to it. Don't make things more difficult than you have to. No, there was not. There's no reason to have missed that shot right there. No reason there. You would have had to leave on the 7 ball. That's one of those where I think we get in our own ways, chat. We absolutely get in our own way here. I had such a rougher night on Wednesday night during my APA league as well, and there's a couple of those times where Yeah, one of my co-captain looked at me. He was like, "Why? Like, what are you doing to yourself?" I said, "I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I just hate myself right now or what it is about it, but I am not shooting well in the least bit." Nice little try on the 6 in the bottom right-hand corner pocket, coming off that right-hand long rail first, though. And doing a little bounce in the pocket and kicking back out. Not leaving Ness with a lot of favors here, though, so the lead works out for Sandy. Nice little defense right there. Doing a little what I would call the sun and the moon trick right there. Little clips. Using that 9 ball to her advantage. Very well done. Great control right there to be able to make that shot. In fact, let's see here. Might have caught the tail. Yeah, caught tail end of it, but look at the speed of that cue ball right there, too. This is not slow down. It was real time. That's great speed. Good control on that cue ball. Very, very well done. Yeah, not a tough kick shot, but still, I mean, it just adds that extra level of pressure here, having to go at it and kick at it, and that level of uncertainty to an extent of where you're going to leave everything. So Sandy's definitely looking to make the best of this situation here, and Ness hoping to capitalize with a solid defensive shot here. Very difficult to do this much later in the rack as well. Again, 4 balls left on the table. Great job letting it kick over here. And that key ball is against the rail. Look at that sportsmanship. Love seeing it. Love seeing it. Very well done. Good little fist bump right there by Ninja Ness. Very, very well done here. A lot of table on this shot here. These are definitely tougher shots. Shooting over that rail. She should have a leave on the 7 ball regardless here. Just focus on the 6. Great speed. Hits a little bit too much further to the left-hand side of it. Shoots up to the long rail, or short rail, I'm sorry, and then nestles back up in the right-hand side of the long rail. But again, she had great eyes on that 7 ball there with how she shot. Had she made it, she would have been in a little different position with the key ball. I think another defensive shot's the way to go. I think try to get the key ball pretty much behind where it is and see about sending the 6 ball down table. Don't really have an easy bank shot here to the bottom corner at all. Yeah, great job. Let's see here, is it going to pay out? It will not pay out, though. Both balls rotating down a little too far, or too far left, I'm sorry. But very well done and overall good try. Great thought process. I love that. Again, both players have played really good defensive shots, and been seeing both of the lays here just taking advantage of when it's time to do a defensive shot, when it's time to really let loose on the table. So very interested to see how the rest of this matchup goes for sure between these two. Great shot, great speed. Wow. This is going to lead to a little tic-tac-toe here because of where the 7 ball is. That cue ball is going to shoot up just a little bit up table and make an easy shot for that 8 in the left-hand side pocket. Again, just depending on where she gets her leave will depend on where she goes for that 9 ball. But you can kind of control that shot if you want to, or you can let loose. I think letting loose is a little bit of a safer option there. Let it go all the way up that top rail and come on back down. Now with this here, I think I'm just going to shoot into it here, make the 8, let the cue ball kind of come back behind the 9, and maybe look out to take a 9 in the bottom left, bottom right, just depending on where I get my leave. She's just going to choose to do multiple rails here. Look, take the 9 in the side pocket here. It's going to scoot up close to it, though, and get behind it. Wow. It is actually, I'm sorry, below it, forgive me. I'm going to take the 9 in the top right-hand corner. Now, that's the benefit of where the 9 is, though. Right, that 9 being kind of center table. You know, as long as you didn't nestle up right up against it, you were good to go. And an excellent shot here. Ness taking the next rack here, making it a tied matchup here. 1-1 as these ladies keep battling it out here. Guys, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. All right, Ness up to break here. Now, Ness had some phenomenal breaks. Being able to really control where that cue ball was and where it's getting left. Nice cue ball's going to float down here. 5's getting a little piece of it. But that's actually going to send it right on back over to see good eyes on the 2 ball. I think draw this back here. Work on taking that 3 in the right-hand side pocket. Great job. Now the 5 ball is going to be up next here. It's on the left-hand side of the table right now. Left hand of the 8 ball there. Looks like 7's here at the bottom of the table. 6 top left and 9 still kind of centered at the top part of the table. Unfortunately, just a near miss there. I think letting loose there a little bit would have worked out to the advantage. I think trying to control the cue ball that much. I mean, that cue ball still need to be further down to have good eyes on that 5 there. I think letting loose just a little bit right there would have worked out and has the advantage. A little too much cue ball control on that one. Kind of watch this here. Definitely want to do some tops. That way you float on over and, float top a little bit further past the 3. So that way you hit rail afterwards and not jerk it into the right-hand side pocket. There you go. Great job. Great speed on that. Very well done. And, of course, this opens up for a nice shot on the 5 in the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Guys, for anybody just joining us here, welcome. This is Mezz Q's People's Tournament here over at Rex Billiards. We're having a great day right now. We're on the women's side of the bracket. We'll be switching over to men's later this afternoon. And this is actually on match number 2 on the winner's side. No matter what, here for the ladies, it is a race to 7 on the winners or loser side, race to 9 in the finals. They do have the 3 foul rule in place. And then if I was told correctly here, I meant to double check, but I'm fairly certain 9 on the snap does not count. Which is why it's even more important to really control that cue ball during the break. Ooh, just a near miss, but a great attempt on that. No, it drifted right in that corner pocket again. Sandy getting some unlucky rolls on that one. And that should be able to capitalize really, really well on this, though. Again, you got a couple options on how you want to go about this, but interesting to see where she ends up placing the cue ball on this. I know what I would do in this instance. Yeah, let that cue ball open up a little bit here, and you can get back down to your 7 just fine. Just fine with that nice little angle there. Other thing you could do here as well, if you wanted to, you could actually go from below the 6 ball and then let it hit into the top rail and come back down the table. Again, a couple options on how you can do this, how you want to do this. Now, I do feel like she is stretching quite a bit, though. That does add that extra level of potential air there. Great shot, though. Should hit the pocket pointer right near it. There it goes. Gives herself good eyes on the 7 there. Definitely want it down a little further, just make it easier, but that's still a very doable shot, though. Great speed control right there here. Yep, it's going to wind up taking 8 ball. She's going to be able to get the 8 ball, I'm sorry. Wind up taking the 8 ball here in the bottom left-hand corner pocket again. Just right where she took the 7. That was excellent speed control here. See, on that one, I kind of liked looking, and again, I'm not sure just based on the angle, but I would have liked looking at drawing it back maybe. Trying to be on the right-hand side of that 9 to look at taking the top left-hand corner pocket. But, again, she's made herself a pretty good shot here, a good opportunity for the 9. And if so, she'll take back the lead. Sandy was the one taking the lead initially here for the first rack. Ness tied it up on the last one here. Great shot and great out there by Ness, the ninja. She's doing phenomenal here. So is Sandy. Both are, again, absolutely playing their hearts out here. Very enjoyable match to watch. Guys, I hope y'all are enjoying as much as I am today. If y'all got any questions or anything like that here, want to know some of the rules or something like that, don't hesitate to let me know. I'll be more than happy to if I don't know it, I'll find it out, but more than happy to repeat anything that you guys need repeated. And again, if you go to digitalpool.com, you can pull up this tournament here and see both sides between the women's side and the regular side there, and be able to look at who it is you're rooting for and what is what are the current scores. As long as they're keeping their score up on their phone, they should be able to. That's the nice thing about Digital Pool is everything gets texted out to the players, and they're able to keep score live there in the moment in real time for everything to be seen and updated. John Hummel, who? Tim Jones. What's up, buddy? Welcome in, my friend. Thank you for being here and joining the stream as well, sir. Appreciate you so much. How are you doing this wonderful, beautiful Saturday? I think Nessa's getting these breaks kind of down pat right now. She's doing really good with them. I would be, I'd start to get a little bit more worried as this match comes on down to the last little bit here about letting her keep on breaking for sure. She's getting it dialed in each time that she keeps on breaking. 2 balls a no-brainer here in the top left-hand corner pocket. Should be able to go after that 3 in the bottom right-hand corner here next after that. Just got to be able to worry about this one right off the bat. We're currently heading to Monster Jam tonight with Charlotte. Nice. I think Jesse's going to be there tonight as well. I'm trying to remember what it said he's doing with his son, but I think I'm putting in air quotes. I think that's what he's doing tonight. But I do hope y'all have a good and wonderful time, sir. Yep. So, yeah, that's what it was. It was Monster Jam. I was right. Great defensive shot here. Look at that defensive shot, guys. Not only did she get it back behind the 9-7, got it nestled up close to the 6 ball. Let's take a look at that again. What control to be able to nestle up as close to that 6 as it just got. That is going to make this next shot way more difficult than it has to be. I don't know if she's got enough room. Wow. Very, very well done by Sandy right there. Nicely done. I don't know if she's got enough room to be able to kick into that rail to get to that one or do, I mean, maybe enough right-hand English. We'll kick it on over with your speed allowed to open up, but that is, wow. That is tough. Very, very well played. And just a near miss by Ness here. Great attempt. Very nicely done. Wow. Trying to take a look, see where she has some options for the one ball. I'm assuming the top left-hand corner or even potentially the left-hand side. She's got to be careful that top left-hand corner. Don't want to knock the 2 ball out of it in the process of this. I'm assuming the 3 is blocking too much for the bottom right-hand corner as well, plus stretching over the table or using the bridge. Definitely want to have to do that if you don't have to. There we go. Great shot there. Should let us just hit into the top short rail here and come on back down the table. Good speed. May even hit it just a smidge too hard. It's not hard to do in that type of shot. You definitely got to be very controlling with that cue ball. But overall, still well executed. I like where she's headed right now with this rack. And again, it'd be interesting to see, does she let the cue ball loose a little bit here to go rail to rail? Kick on back over towards the 4, or just try to over control it. Just trying to control the speed a little too much there. Set into that side pocket, you stay out. Okay. Ooh, just a near miss right there by Ness on that one. A little tighter of a cut here, but very doable. And the real question comes in is about the 7 ball later on. She did good letting it loose there. Hopefully it gives her a little bit more of a bounce out, and it did. Maybe just a little bit too much, but not by much. She did an excellent job controlling that. Again, I think sometimes, we want to often over-control the cue ball and just use such precise speed here to really control it instead of just letting the cue ball just roll rail to rail, let it do its thing like it's going to based on the angle. Great shot there, and it finally drops. It almost hung up there. She's got an excellent leave here on the 6 ball to be able to take it in the top right-hand corner pocket. And then I think she may have enough angle to get right back down here below the 7 a little bit further below where the cue ball is at right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's got enough angle to be able to make this happen. Good speed. Oh, it didn't even hit off the 8. Grabbed a hold of the left-hand side of the long rail there. But again, still great job. And that cue ball is going to head into that 9 ball. So let's just loading up some bottom here. Wow, she was able to avoid hitting the 9 ball. Very well done. If I saw correctly, maybe some bottom right. I could be wrong about that. It was hard to tell from this angle. But excellent, excellent job. Definitely spun into the long rail on the left-hand side and then slowed down tremendously right there. Still quite a bit of spin on it. Like it. I was actually looking to drain this all the way down the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Great speed is heading down there and absolutely does a fantastic job at it. Sandy working extremely hard to tie this race right back up, as we could end up having a hill match on our hands again for the second time today, which would be absolutely out of this world amazing to have back-to-back hill matches. Both these ladies are definitely just absolutely battling it out here. Again, it's just phenomenal to see. Very well played by both. Great defensive shots being held by both. And just a near miss there by Sandy. Ness absolutely wanting to crush it right here. Having a 2-rack lead and a race to 7 would feel really good. I'd say you got to let off the gas pedals, but maybe a little bit of weight off your shoulders just comes drifting off. And you start to feel a little better in your shots, a little more confidence starts pouring through. That's when the tides of this thing can start shifting here, where the mental game comes in strong. If that ends up happening here, Sandy will have to definitely bear down here and weather a little bit of the storm here, but know that she can come out and still be victorious without a doubt. Heck, Ness could get up 6 to 1, right? And Sandy would still have a chance and opportunity to go after her opponent. So it's all about that mental game with Poole, and definitely trusting your shots helps out a lot. I know you definitely want to see the end result, but knowing what it was that you were supposed to accomplish, what you were trying to accomplish, and stuff, and definitely taking those small little celebratory wins when they're available. You got to helps get you through the rest of the racks. Not say you don't learn from the mistakes, but you got to be able to celebrate the wins there. Oh, nice attempt at a bank shot here. A little cross bank, I should say. On that left-hand side pocket here. Very well played, though. Just only a small miss on it, too. It was very close. Very close. Nicely done. What is up, Jack? Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Appreciate you being here, my friend. Oh, no, she rattles the pocket there. And with that here, looks like she's going to tell Sandy not to worry about shooting it. She does. All right, that makes it a tied match here, 2-2. As we go into rack number 5 here, sorry. I was about to say rack number 4. Rack number 5 here, guys. We'll be right back after word from our sponsors. Stay tuned. It's good, just chilling. Well, I appreciate you being here for the sport. What a nice break right there by Sandy. Already sinking the 1 ball in the cross here. Has eyes on the 2 ball. 9 still very center of the table here. 5 is along the bottom short rail. Got a little bit of work on this one as well. think honestly, if we can get a nice little bank shot here, potentially, if she can make it. I don't know if that two's makeable though. That's a tough bank shot to be able to make that happen. I don't know if the 8 is keeping it from draining all the way down the bottom right-hand corner pocket, and maybe. So I might have to get behind it really to see and judge it. Just don't looks like it doesn't look like a lot of good options here. May just want to work towards the defensive option here. I think I'd be hitting the just nice little left-hand side of the 2 and let the cue ball, rotate back on up. Now, I did kick on out here. Ness still going to have eyes on it. Of course he would there, Jack. Of course he would. Opted for the bank shot right there into the 5 and gets it. Very well done right there. Such a great shot. Good speed control. And left the 4 right outside the pocket here. That's a very doable shot. Don't know if she's going to be able to leave herself any favors for the 7 ball, though, with where it's at. More so with where the 9's at. I think it was the best of that situation that she could make right there. Hey, good luck to you, Jack, on the bike, man, for sure. And folks, for everybody at home as well, if y'all get a chance to, the commentator for the day, the voice of Jacksonville Pool, you can find me on Facebook at, I'll let you guess, voice of Jacksonville Pool. Very blessed to sit here and do commentary for Q Sports Studios. Getting here to be a part of this tournament and all the wonderful people here. It's been just an honor to come back down here. This was actually I said, I'm pretty sure, Jesse, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was the first major event I joined in on with you. To kind of kick this thing off. What a shot on that 8 ball. Absolutely drains it in there. Uses all the pocket in the process, but very, very well done here, leaving herself a great opportunity for the 9 ball. What a good out right there. Yeah, great stroke indeed. That was just a very nice shot. I mean, she definitely overcame that 7 ball situation very, very well, and took care of that 8 ball with just what looked like ease, to say the least. That was very nicely done. Well played right there. That's going to bring Sandy up 3-2 against Ness here. Again, race to 7 for anybody just joining us here. All right, so thanks for streaming 2 of TSP players. Hey, not a problem. We're keeping stream table 3 as the main table here for the women's side, and then we'll be switching over to men's side later. And it'll be to table 14 is where we're going to be set up at for the men's side. And so we're going to get y'all some more coverage over there as well. Looked like a pretty decent break, but no love. That one ball is buried behind the 7 now. I tell you, I enjoy these tournaments as well whenever we get to use the template. If I just saw correctly here, Ness opting for a push. I don't think we've had a push on stream yet, so it'd be nice to see what she chooses to do here with it. Looks like she may be opting to tie up that 4-ball some, which I definitely like that option. Man, I'm going to kick it over to the rail here. Would have been a little nicer maybe if it's nestled up closer to 6-ball. Just to kind of potentially slow the right down. That way in case Sandy gets on a little bit of a run here. Trying to think what I would do for a defensive shot here, but I think defensive shot's the way to go. That's just such a steep cut in that bottom left-hand corner pocket. Definitely don't like here. I think I'm going to try to get the cue ball over there on the left-hand side. Kind of looks like what she's lined up for. Oh, it didn't work. You got a little kiss back action there from the 1 ball hitting after the rail. Yeah, I think see about getting the cue ball on that left-hand side and let the 1 ball rotate back up towards the top of the table would have been the play there. I think that's what she was going for. I definitely like that option. You don't have to control too much. Just control where you're hitting for the most part, and just the natural angle there takes care of business for you for sure. Oh, I was going to say, it looks like she was going for a defensive shot here, and then almost got blessed by getting the 5 in the side pocket. Sandy's going to be able to take this combo right here. Looks like it's pretty well set up for it. Of course, you got to make sure, there's a lot to control. Make sure you have another option, another shot on that 1 ball afterwards. Great speed, leaves it right outside the pocket. Very well played. Nicely done. Great job letting the cue ball loose a little bit here. Should bounce off that long rail and still give her a shot on the 2. Just a longer shot, but definitely a pretty good angle on it. Naturally be able to take that 3 at the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Now that 4 is outside the pocket a little bit, but not too much. Pretty much if you draw a line from the 4 to the 3 and kind of shade upwards, as long as you're within that zone, I'd say you've got a great opportunity on it. Not having to do anything else extra or make anything more difficult, which she definitely has the ability to make happen right now. Don't let that 7 get in your way. She pulls it right on over. Very nicely done. That's it. That was very well played. That's what I saw out right off the bat with Nessa's push shot. If she had it hit that 4 just a little more, it would have been nestled up closer to that 6 ball and would have definitely slowed this right down a little bit. Sandy getting on a nice little run here, though, because of it. Yeah, very well played here. Bump off that 7. There you go. Give you a little breathing room. And now you're going to have, again, we're towards the tail end of this rack here. She's going to start having more and more options. As this table has opened up nicely now, there's not as much standing in her way. Now, this does look like it's almost like a straight-on shot, though. She was stretching pretty far to be able to take it. She may want to get the bridge out and just go for hitting it and kind of leave the cue ball right where the 6 is, maybe, instead of trying to over-control and maybe dogging the 6 ball in the process. It's always my concern whenever I start to stretch that far. I start to worry about the possibility of making a bigger mistake, a bigger error here. There you go. Good practice stretch right there. Nicely done. Very well played. Now she can't go in the side pocket here. And naturally that cue ball is going to come down this bottom short rail and come right back up. And again, just talking about the like area of the pocket, kind of area where you want to leave the cue ball. Again, if you just basically draw a line from the 8 ball to 7 to the bottom right-hand corner pocket, that's kind of like your area and shade upwards. That's pretty much where you want to be for the most part. You just don't want to end up behind that 9. She's trying to control a lot there and ends up just missing that 7 ball. She left herself a great opportunity on that 8, but just such a miss on that 7. Ness getting a break here now on this one. And we've seen her easily put 3 and 4 ball runs together. Question is about the 7 ball. And I mean, it's not going to be easy. This is uphill battle on this one right here. Just because of where that 7 and stuff is at. You can definitely cross paint that 7 if she wanted to. And she just opts for the defensive shot. I like that because where the 8 was, I really don't think she had a great opportunity to make that 7 and have herself something for the 8 without just making some sort of crazy, more difficult shot. Just having to work extremely hard to make the rest of this rack. Now Sandy kind of getting a similar shot option here. I think based on the angle though, yeah, I think based on the angle, I think I would just roll it just a little bit. Don't think that 9 is standing. Yeah, 9 shouldn't be standing in the way at all. Should not be a big issue here. I think use speed here just to control where you're going to leave the cue ball. You don't have to use a bunch of English and stuff to go crazy on this shot. Unless you have to add, the better. There you go. Excellent shot choice. And gets in that pocket there. Leaves her a great chance for the 8 ball. Now, we have not seen any breaking runs yet on stream. We haven't seen a 9 on the break, even though, like I said before, I'm like 9% sure 9 on the break does not matter. And I don't think we've seen any combos to get the 9 early. Nice job. Great speed. Very, very good speed right there. She looked extremely comfortable with that shot. And again, marking that top right-hand corner pocket. I don't know about y'all at home, but whenever I get on this 9 ball here, I just know it's as important as it is. Man, I tell you what, I literally start talking 9 ball. I'm like, you're just a regular ball 9 ball. You're not special. There's nothing special about you. Simmer down. I just try to get out of my head about that 9 ball just being such a big deal. Excellent job by Sandy, though. Now, Sandy taking the first real definitive lead here. This is the first 2-rack lead we've seen in this match here. So she is up 4-2 to race to 7. Very, very well done. Eric, appreciate you being in chat, by the way. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's been in chat and leaving comments, forgive me, as well. And appreciate the love and support. For anybody that has followed the stream, we are live on both Facebook and YouTube via Q Sports Studios. Eric, I saw you shared it earlier as well. Appreciate that love and support. Let's see here. We had Nathan with the like, Kate with the like as well here, Sandy following the stream here. We had Dave with the like as well, Soda Pop with the follow. Appreciate all of y'all. Isaac with the share. We've had a lot of love, y'all. Y'all keep sharing it out to your friends and family, and we'll keep on trying to be a part of as many of these tournaments as we can possible, guys. And if you're running a larger tournament like this as well here, especially in Florida and the surrounding areas, don't hesitate to reach out to us via Q Sports Studios on YouTube. You can definitely get a hold of us there and let us know. And if it's something that you want us to come up and be at a stream for you as well, we'll definitely work with you and see what we can make happen. Ronnie, thank you so much for the like as well. Appreciate you. All right, let's take a look at this break here. See if we can get a quick little replay on it. Yeah, we can. Opened up pretty well with that cue ball shot off that top right-hand corner pocket. Definitely got away from her a little bit. Now, I don't know if she was going for the combo there or actually going for the defensive shot, but if she's going for that defensive shot, that was freaking phenomenal. But I almost felt like she was going for the combo there to an extent. Should be able to kick it on out of here. Be able to have eyes on the 3-ball next. Ain't got to hit it too hard. There you go. Great job. Ain't got to hit it too hard to get out of there. Nice little hit on that 7, though. Not an easy draining shot here at the bottom left-hand corner pocket, but very, very doable here. Question is about a 4-ball next. And Nessa's got to definitely set up well on it. You don't have a lot of options. That 8-ball causing a little havoc with that. Great speed control, though, and she left herself just a nice little window on that 4-ball. That is about as perfect as you were going to get on that shot. Very well attempted there. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I did not expect her to get as good on that 4-ball. That was a very, very tough, very precise shot. And just such a small miss on that 3-ball at the end of the day, too. Good try of that. And Ness does have, I mean, both these ladies have a nice stroke for sure. And if anybody was, part of the earlier rack, especially rack 1, just the amount of defenses back and forth, and definitely felt like they were getting just kind of testing the waters, getting a good feel for each other. It was very nice to see. Great speed letting it come off that top rail there and kicking on back over towards close to the center of the pocket, or center of the table, I'm sorry. Eric, I do appreciate that so much. Thank you for the shout out on that. Yeah, very well played here. Look at the speed that she has on that too. I tell you, not to say I wouldn't be worried about playing either of these ladies here, but the amount of times I've seen Sandy right now just controlling that speed of that cue ball very nicely, just letting it roll up. Again, looking at that little, almost like little quadrants as I call it, of where you want the cue ball again to make the shot easier. You do not have to get perfect on your shot, but just know what makes things a little easier for you. I very, very much like that. Again, look at that. She did not have to hit that cue ball very hard. Saw how much it was already going to roll up on the table here. I mean, it was not going to lose a lot of energy after that 6 ball. So, but yeah, for anybody at home that wishes to follow me as well, I do try to post on my page about any events that I'm joining in on. But it is Voice of Jacksonville Pool on Facebook. Please don't hesitate to drop a follow for me on there. And I've done multiple of these events, been a part of a couple other tournaments up in Jacksonville, Florida as well, and also help out with the quite a few of the APA tournaments up there, which is always definitely a good time. But we always try to just get you as much action of a free pool as you can possibly get. Not saying there's anything wrong with some of the paid options here. There are some people with amazing production value out there, and definitely make for a great time. But if we can get you some free pool and allow you to enjoy your weekend and get to be able to support your friends and family from afar is always a good time. Now, it looks like she definitely want to be a little bit further down. That cue ball pretty much, I mean, if you pretty much put it center table, is where you kind of want that cue ball to rotate to. Now she's got to work a little bit harder to make a shot for that 9. Now, I think this is where maybe you just got to let loose a little bit of that cue ball, and you can't, I think over control will cause a problem here potentially. I mean, you could go even as far as just put a bunch of top left if you wanted to and let that cue ball go all the way around the table. That's what I was afraid of right there. That almost over control. It gets right up close to it. Great try on Sandy's part there. I mean, again, another, 6 inches makes the world of difference on that. So don't fault her for trying. It's just one of those situations where it's just such a difficult shot just to hit it so precise. And for players, especially like myself and her, I love using slower speeds, pocket speed, really to do stuff. It makes things tougher. But great shot on that 9 in the top right-hand corner pocket, though. She says, look, man, I hear you behind the booth. I don't care what you had to say. I'm going to bring out this freaking bridge and absolutely take this shot on. Sandy getting a little breakaway from Ness. Ness needing just a little bit more time on that table here. And, both players, again, playing great defensive shots amongst each other. I very much have loved seeing that. We got some more matches being called out. Y'all hear that in the background, I'm sure. But, yeah, guys, let me know how your day's coming. And, again, for anybody that's here for a specific person, maybe you're rooting on another person on another table or something like that, don't hesitate to ask. I do have the actual chart pulled up here, the brackets, and I'm able to more than willing to be able to pull up for you and let you know where everybody's at. So do not hesitate if you got somebody that you're rooting for that I don't have pulled up right now. I'll be more than happy to take care of it. Got to give a big shout out here, the team Dom and his staff as well. I tell you, they do such a great job with these tournaments. Such a relaxing, great Saturday. Good way to spend your weekend for sure.
You would think that at a certain point they would just say, all right, you got to 6 and 7.
Ooh, I think the 8 ball kind of saved that cue ball from drifting off in the top right-hand corner. A lot of table to cover to get that 1 ball.
I think it should be a plus level. 8 ball in now. It could be a 9 plus. I ain't got no short memory of how many balls supposed to be a 9 ball.
Sandy was waiting a moment for the table next to her to do what they needed to do. Just getting eyes on this table here. That's just such a tough cut shot right there. I mean, it's not even, probably half a diamond off the rail maybe. It's a full diamond and a half away from that corner pocket. Not to say it's not doable. I mean, I've seen them drain these before. But this is definitely a very tough shot. And definitely got to let that cue ball loose just a little bit here to get all the way back down to the other end of the table. But depending on how you hit it, you run risk of tying it up. I mean, on a shot like that, too, by the way, even though it looked like she had a big miss on it, Chad, that was just, I mean, you're talking about she was maybe a millimeter off where she needed to hit that 1 ball on that. She did a great job tracking that 1 ball on overcut it to an extent. Again, I don't envy those shots at all. Those are shots like you know you got to go for it, but at the end of the day, you're like, man, I really do not want this shot at all. Again, when I talk about letting the cue ball loose, by the way, chat, just so y'all are aware, we're talking about just like giving it some extra oomph to it. You ain't got to hit it too hard, but trying to let it go around the table or go rail to rail, that kind of stuff. That's what I mean by letting the cue ball loose a little bit here instead of trying that over control like I like to do. Like I love using like slow and steady speed and stuff. Sometimes you got to give it a little oomph and let that cue ball fling around the table a little bit. Within reason, of course. And this looks like she can see a piece of it here past the 7. I'm definitely can. And does some right on the cue ball here. It flings on out too far. It doesn't stay up behind the 7, though, in the process. But that's still not a bad leave, though. That's a very, very tough shot. And I don't know if I'm just seeing this or if I missed calling it out earlier. Ryan, thank you for the like as well. Appreciate it. Apologize, guys, if I missed any of these from the mini feed. Trying to let me know who all liked and shared and commented on the stream and stuff. But yeah, I do welcome y'all to come out here. For anybody that's a local or not too far away, especially if you've never been to Rax Billiards. Again, this is an amazing atmosphere to be a part of. Just such an exciting place for all of us that love billiards. well ran pool hall to say the least. Great staff, great food. A lot of fun to be here. Six ball is to an extent tying up the bank shot, but also it isn't. There's a combo bank shot possible here. 2 into the 6, and as long as you don't hit it too hard, that 2 should sit right into the to where the 6 is at the end of it all. She does a great job hitting into it here. Gonna go and send it back though, or send it past. I'm sorry, doing a defensive shot there. And looks like that 5 is definitely in the way. 5 says, "I'm not doing you any favors today at all. Gonna make you earn this rack." I like the way Ness is thinking here. Now, she can't go against this short rail at the top. Looks like what she's opting for. She's going to hit right into it. Almost gets the 6 ball in the process without then she hit the 2. Wow, that would have been very well played had that ended up that way. Now, had it hit the 6, that cue ball definitely would not have wound up where it was, where it's at right now. It would have been a little bit shorter, so not an easier shot on the 2, but very, very well done here. I think just, pretty much have the cue ball where the 2 ball is right now. I think a little, I like the cue ball right to the right hand side, almost where the 2 ball is. That way, I'm just almost straight on the 3. Could also give yourself a little bit of angle if you want to, but honestly, I think just a little bit bottom, pull it on over here. And then we had to work on that 5 in the bottom right-hand corner. Yep, and it spins a little bit, but pulls right on over. Not an easy shot on the 5 by no means, but again, nothing crazy has to be done here. Nothing crazy. You'll have an option on that 6 ball for sure. Nice little tip on that 5 ball there. Again with the overcut there. Good attempt, but this should make things a little bit easier for Ness here. So the 5 is almost right against the rail there. So should be able to drain this down in the bottom right-hand corner pocket. And again, she'll have an option on the 6 ball without a doubt. And that 7-9 combo looks like it is a possibility. Which means we might have our first early 9 on stream here today, guys. Oh, good attempt there. It's rolling towards the 6, though. May still end up getting the 6 in the process. No. Scoots right by it. Excellent shot on that 6. This is why I said the 7-9 was going to be a possibility here, because as long as you just roll that 6 in, you had great opportunity to have a 7-9 combo. Sandy calling that top left corner pocket. Looking to get on the hill against Ness here. And this is not a gimme. This is not an easy combo here at all. But she absolutely dominates that combo shot here. Well played by Sandy. Excellent, excellent job. And she has taken, again, just that super definitive lead here. She's up 6-2 in the race to 7. She's on the hill first. Guys, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. I do apologize, Chad. I am back here. Oh, man. We got some of the APA play members near us here. They're cutting up a little bit. We were having some fun for a second. That is an excellent, excellent defensive shot by Ness here. Now, there's a one rail kick option here, but let's take a look at that again. She does a great job just hitting the left-hand side of that one ball. And more so just focus on where the cue ball is going to go, because that one's going to go just nicely up the table a little bit. And Nestle's right there behind that 7. Very well played. With that being said, Sandy double fouling there. Not technically double foul. That's not how that works, but hits the 5 first and then ends up scratching in the process here. Now, 3-foul rule is in place. It is a possibility as well. We have not seen anybody get a rack because of that. A 3-foul rule is an option here. She's looking to see if that one can go right past that 5 ball there. Definitely got to take advantage of the entire party by the look of it here, though. Great job. Very well done. Kicks that cue ball over just a little bit. We'll be able to work on that 2 ball in the top left-hand corner pocket. The ultimate question is what happens to the 3 at the end of it all, because that cue ball should bump into the 3. And what is it going to leave you with as an opportunity here? Ends up missing the 3 ball completely in the process, but does not make the 2. Sandy looking to finish it off on this rack and this rack alone. If so, she will have dominated Ness 7-2, but Ness still with plenty of fight left in her. We saw a simple mistake right there with how she was stroking with that 2 ball. Honestly, I think go for it here. I think a little bottom left from her point of view. And let that cue ball kick into the 2, kick into the right hand rail, and then pop on back out. Leave you eyes on the 3 ball. She should have eyes on it. Very well done. Now 3 is not right against the rail, but she's been able to drain these before. real question here is just the cue ball control. How are you going to get the cue ball back out? Kind of center of the table there to be able to take that 4. No, rattles the pocket in the process here. Now, if you looked at her stroke, let's take a look at that again here. Kind of want to be, you want to be hitting the cue ball right where the pendulum reaches its lowest point for the most part. And she's a little past that pendulum with it. So I think maybe a shorter bridge may have helped her out right there on that shot. Just a small miss. She ended up getting way too far behind that 4. But, of course, doing no favors for Ness here. Ness has been able to masse these and masse out of them a little bit. Use a little curvature there. Looks like she's just going to go for some good right-hand English. Don't have to masse or get too fancy on it. We got to let that right take a hold. Great speed, great shot. Very well done here. She's going to get out of that little pocket of stuff. And she does. That window opens up just nicely for her. Very well done. Wow. Great play there by Ness. Definitely well done. I like the speed at which she hit that too. She knew that pocket, that 6, 8, and 9 over there were going to be a little troublesome. She made sure to not allow them to continue bringing her problems. I like it a lot. 4 should lead to the 5 very easily. Just a near miss, though, on it. These are those simple mistakes we've seen, but it ties the 4 up. What a leave at the end of the process. 4 is up over there, top right-hand corner, with the 6 and 8 acting as bodyguards right now. 7. No, 7's not in the way. She should be able to scoot the cue ball in between the 7 and 9 and kick over for 1 rail. Or she can go, I don't know if it's too much of an angle to go past the 9. I think maybe I'd be on the left-hand side of the 9 and scooting right past it, just using a good amount of right-hand English. I think if you go on the right-hand side of the 9, it's just such a steep angle. Yep. And I don't know. I didn't see if she had enough right on it. Let it kick on over. But good attempt here. It didn't, it pulled the 6 ball out, but again, not really leaving Ness any favors there. That 8 still wreaking a little havoc there. Now, I do not like this just for the sole fact that you're just shooting so close to that 4 and shooting right over that rail. These are not fun shots in the least bit. I'd like to see almost from, if I was at table, my point of view would be if the cue ball was almost center table to an extent, and if I can cut past that 8 and just drain that 4 in that corner pocket in the process, I'm not sure. Good attempt, good try. I don't know if she was going for the defensive shot right there or not. I'm not 100% sure, but she had a chance to potentially nestle the cue ball up there against the 8. But very, very tough shot right there. But again, she didn't have any easy options, so it wasn't like she could get lined up on the 4 just fine. And Sandy with a big miss right there, unfortunately. Almost scratching in the process in the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Now you're going to leave that 4 sitting pretty against the rail for it to go at top left-hand corner. Question is, are you going to be able to get enough of anything just because the angle to be able to see that 5 afterwards? At this point, I would just hope to be able to see it. Hope the 7 isn't going to mess me up and get my way or anything. Yeah, I don't even know if she really wanted to make that or not, to be honest with you here. I don't know if that would have been a favor for her to make that. Just look where she was left with the 5 ball at all. And you just don't have a lot of excellent defensive options. She could have hit the left-hand side of 5, sent in against the left-hand long rail, leave the cue ball towards the right-hand long rail. But I just don't think she would have had a lot of great options. And now she does have a great option with Sandy with just the near miss rattle in the pocket there. This really gives Ness just a great opportunity now. I think not making that 4 ball was just ultimately a better situation. Again, I don't know if that's what she was going for or not, but I think that worked out in her favor here. Stripped in that side pocket. All it had to do was get a little piece of that 9 ball. Come on, cue ball. Ness just getting very unlucky here with that. She had such a great opportunity, too. Had it just barely grazed that 9 ball at all, It would have drifted down a little bit further. Maybe a little more right-hand English would have helped prevent that situation. Very unfortunate, though. Definitely feeling for Ness on that one here. That feels like how my Wednesday night was for a good while there. Chat, I know y'all can relate. We all have those pool nights, right? The rolls are not our friends. Definitely those nights where I don't care if somebody gives you a $1 bill. You do not go play no lottery. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't worth it. Good shot there. Let the cue ball just roll down that short rail, kick back up a little bit. And then depending on the angle she has, she could just draw this back if she wanted to. Could also let it just come off the. She could do a couple rail hit here from the long rail on the left-hand side down to the short rail on the bottom, and then it kicked back up, kind of just a little bit further below where the cue ball is now. Again, it just depends on that angle that she has. Yeah, she's opting for the 2 rail. Even 3 rail makes it even better. Very nicely done. I think on this one, I might be... Yeah, I think I'm going to use some bottom here and be able to look at take that 9 in the top left-hand corner. You can also follow it instead, work it and take a 9 elsewhere on the table, but yeah, I like that. Just pulls it right on over. And I get it, she's shooting over rail, but it's a fairly normal shot for these opponents here. If so, Sandy's fixing to take home the win, 7-2. But we have seen both ladies rattle the pockets on the 9 ball here, so we'll see if she can close us out. She did it again. Did it again here. I'm not wishing this bad juju on nobody here, but both ladies have absolutely had this situation happen to them during this matchup. And again, I don't think she could have really played that 8 much different. Again, she could have followed it up a little bit and take the 9 maybe further down on the table bottom, like left-hand corner if she wanted. But I really liked doing some bottom and kicking it over. Maybe if it was just off the rail a little bit more to give her a little more control. I think side pocket is the way I would go on this one here. Yeah, that's what Ness is lining up, pointing at the side pocket here. You still could go for the bottom right hand as well if you wanted to. You just gotta watch out for the scratch. This one here, you just let it float on over. Nothing fancy, normal cut. Something you do every day of the week. And she absolutely drains in there. Phenomenal job, Ness. Way to fight back. Taking advantage of that just small miss right there by Sandy. Very, very well done. Getting this to a closer match here. Ness at 3 racks out of 7 to Sandy being at 6 out of 7. Sandy still with all that pressure. Sandy on the hill, has been on the hill. Almost closing that match out 7-2 here. Just a near miss in that top left-hand corner pocket. So I said don't count it over just yet, guys. Don't throw in the towel. But that was a great job on that 8 ball. That was a normal shot. You got to treat it as a normal shot. I know the 9 ball gives you some more pressure, right? It was so special. It's such a special ball. And that, it acts that way, right? Or at least we make it act that way, right, in our heads and stuff. But that is a normal everyday shot. If you were practicing that shot, you know how to make that shot 9 times out of 10. Like, that is nothing for you to get worried about or sit there and be like, oh my gosh, am I going to make this? Like, there's no reason to put extra doubt in your head. And those that are able to overcome the mental capacity of this game are able to absolutely rise above the rest and take advantage. I think it's what we just saw from Ness. So very, very well done. All right, the question is now, does this turn the tide of the match here? Is this something that we're going to see a more confident Ness here? I ain't saying she hasn't been confident, but I'm saying is this, again, going to take a little bit of that weight off the shoulders. That obviously gets added in there. Great break. I like it. Unfortunately, that 2 and 7 tied up on the right-hand side pocket. I don't know, just based on this angle here, I don't know if that 2 goes on that side. I'm sure she's already looking at it, trying to make a determination. Now, you might be able to get a little bump here, though. Use the natural angle of where you got to hit the 1 ball and let the cue ball loose a little bit to hitting that 2-7, maybe break it up. She's opting for the slow speed, so I'm assuming that 2. Oh, forgive me. The 2's in top left-hand corner pocket. What is that next to the 7? That's the 6 ball. Forgive me, guys. I am so sorry here. It looked blue from the initial angle. Forgive me. 2 balls in the top left-hand corner, guys. I'm so sorry. Well, that leaves this rack pretty open until you get to the 6. Nice little back and forth here. Now that kicks way over. It gets past everything. But that was a huge risk. Huge risk right there. She is going to have to shoot over the 4 ball there, though. So making the shot just a little tougher. And I think that added level of difficulty, just shooting over that 4 ball, is what made that shot just be a near miss. Not a bad leave, though, at the end of the day. Not leaving Sandy with a lot of choices here. That 6 is rolling. I don't think it's got enough gas. It does not, but nice attempt right there by Sandy. Unfortunately, may have to go for a 3-6 combo here. I definitely don't like having to go after those. Just, again, such precision on it. I think, honestly, I would just try for a defensive shot. I'm going to try to scoot that 3 in between that 8 and 4. And maybe see if it gets nestled up against maybe that 8 in the process, or it gets close to that 9. And leave a defensive shot. She absolutely is going for it. It's going to get a rail, though. It's got to get a rail. It got a rail. Very well played. Nicely done, Ness. Very, very well played right there. Sandy is no stranger to these defensive shots. Let's take a quick look at that one more time. What a great shot by Sandy right there here, but it is going to get a rail. Did not, so ball in hand. Ness has prevailed in the defensive shot on that one. I don't know if we haven't seen too many defensive shots ending ball in hand here. So very well played, nicely done. If that 4 doesn't scoot past that 6, or if she doesn't like it, you can always get above it here and work on the 4 at the bottom right. But I'm assuming it does just based on the way she's lined up here. I could be wrong. Great job. Yeah, she pulls it right on back here. So that 4 goes by that 6 just fine. Look like a lot of that left-hand side of that pocket's very opened up. And if you just pretty much aim for that 4 to go right where the leather and the blue felt come together, you're going to use more than enough of that pocket, and it's going to use the little bumpers right there, the pocket points, to bump itself right on in. Great job. Just pulls that cue ball right on over. We're going to take the 6 on the top right. We're going to take the 7 in the bottom left, draw it back a little bit. Work on taking the 8 in the top left. This is a normal run. This is very, very doable. This is the situation that you want to be in, where the only thing standing in the way is yourself. Great job. Nothing special to do here by logo, but I think the 7's far enough in front of the pocket point. Even if it wasn't, again, just use a little top here. You should be fine. Take a little bit of a tougher shot on the 8 if you have to, but just to avoid from getting any of that side pocket action. Just taking an extra moment here. Great job. Yeah, I think she had to use top right there. I think it was too close to that side pocket. I think bottom would have, especially with the angle she had, that bottom would have messed that up for sure. So it's unfortunate with that. Makes this a way more difficult run just because the 8 ball being where it is. Now it's makeable from 80 plus 85% of the table. But she is going to have to either cut this 9 or back cut it. Looks like she's looking to cut it in top left, though. No, she's looking to back cut it. Phenomenal back cut, too, at that. Very well played, Ness. Wow. Both of these ladies just absolutely give me some shock and awe here. I love seeing this action. This is so phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. What a good, well-controlled back cut right there. Did not have to hit it hard. Let the 8-ball roll. Pocket speed right on in. That was brilliant. Good speed, and she absolutely nails it here. No risk of scratching there. Excellent job by Ness here. Bringing it just that much more closer here. She is up to 4 racks out of her 7 versus Sandy at 6. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors chat. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're just waiting on ladies to get back here from a quick little break. And we'll continue on with the rest of this match here. For those just joining us, and you don't know what's going on right now here, this is the People's Tournament here out in Rax Billiards. I just did it earlier. I said I would do it up in Sanford, Florida. Not Stark, Florida. I promised I was doing this all the time this past week. Yeah, I was like, I'll be in Stark, Florida at Rax. They're like, wait, isn't that in Sanford? I'm like, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. I did on stream, though, chat. You got me. But yeah, we're at here down. This is the women's side of the tournament. Both tournaments are going on right now. We do have the men's and the women's going on. If you go to digitalpool.com, actually pull up the tournament bracket here, simple search for Peoples, and I promise you'll find it. It's very, very easy to find. And anybody that's been joining us and enjoying the fun here and stuff like that, please, if you haven't already, as always, guys, it's always free for y'all to like the stream, share the stream. We are on both YouTube and Facebook via Q Sports Studios. Take a look at the logo there in the bottom right-hand corner. You'll see what I'm talking about. And I am your commentator for the day, the voice of Jacksonville Pool, the one and only Tim Jones here with you guys. I'll be here all day and tomorrow until this tournament is over. We're going to have a fantastic weekend here, and this is early on. So, Sonia, if you have a question of a particular table, I'll be more than happy to say so. There are a lot of tables going right now, so it would take me a while to go through every single table. But if you have a particular one that you know a match is going on or a particular person, I don't mind trying to find them and let you know what their current score is if they're updating. I do know some people are not updating via the app like they need to. They're just using the little flip charts here, and so it's a little difficult for me to get it from time to time, but I'll definitely do my best for you. You said table 1 and table 8. Table 8 does not have a score update, though, but let's see here if I can see it from across the way. 7, 8, there it is. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's got to be 8 here. Looks like... So table 8 is Emily versus Michelle. And if I'm seeing correctly, Michelle is up 1-0 right now against Emily. So it looks like they just started not that long ago. And then you asked for table 8 as well. Or I'm sorry, that's table 8. Forgive me. Table 1. Table 1 I cannot see from here. And I got the APA League right next to me. I'm not going to be able to jump over and let you know table 1 just yet. But let me see if they're updating via the app here properly, via Digital Pool. I'm looking for table 1. I'm not seeing table 1 on Digital Pool here to see who it is. Let me keep looking for just a moment for you there, Sonia. forgive me. There we go. I see it. It's Jeannie versus Marjorie. Is who it is. Let me give me one moment here. Okay, I'm trying not to interrupt APA's gameplay at all here. See if I can get a score update. I can't. They got their score, their little flipper sheet over there blocked. I cannot tell you that score update. I do see. I think Marjorie's at 0 though. I don't know if they've played a rack yet or not. They're definitely in the middle of a rack right now, but I don't know if they've gotten through one rack. I do apologize, Sonia. I will try to get you that update here in just a moment. I don't think this rack for the APA table that's next to me has much longer on it. They are on the 7 and 9, and I'll just step on out of the booth for just a moment and get you that answer though. So stay tuned. I will get you that response. So I do promise you. I appreciate you asking, by the way. All right, chat. So we got Ness back up to the table. Ninja Ness, for those who don't know her. Again, I'm in love with the nickname, by the way. I always love that. She is down right now, but absolutely fighting back. This match looked like it was about to be over. 7-2 is what it was about to be. However, she has fought back here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to step out of the booth real quick. All right, I am back. If I saw correctly, it's a little hard from across the way, but I tried to run and get close as much as I can. Jeannie is up 4-0 against Marjorie, if I saw correctly here. Sonia, thank you so much for the comment about the commentary. I appreciate that. Again, for anybody that like to follow me, I am on Facebook. Voice of Jacksonville Pool is what I go by on there. My name is Tim Jones. Been a part of Q Sports Studios for, I want to think, a little over a year or so now. Had to be just a little over a year now. Let's see, we're in February. Yeah, probably a little over a year now. In fact, one of my first major events with Q Sports Studios was here at the People's Tournament. So it's definitely been a blast. It's something I love doing. I have almost a little over 4 years of Twitch streaming experience. I have multiple years of working behind a church sound booth, and I also own my own computer repair shop in Jacksonville, Florida called Tech Repair Care. I'm also on Facebook there. I can help out with remote repairs too if anybody ever needs. I know I'm not here in Sanford locally, but I can always help out with stuff as well if anybody ever needs. But yeah, I've been working with them for quite some time with Q Sports Studios and Jesse, and in fact designed the streaming PC that this is running from as well. So it's been a blast. It's one of my passions. I love it. Sandy just getting absolute hold of this rack. Going for a little defensive shot. I think that'll work just fine here. I don't know. I wouldn't like having to go after the 4-5 combo here. Cutting the 4 in the bottom left-hand corner pocket is just such a cut and a half. But that may lead to carrying off and hitting the 5 into the corner. Definitely some choices here, and that 6-7-9 is a little bit of a cluster. I'm very interested to see how these ladies decide to take care of that problem when they get to it. Or might end up being one of those that they let loose on one of the balls and ends up cutting into it a little bit and maybe breaks it up for them. Definitely wants that to bounce into that short rail at the top there. It needs to keep rolling. And it did a great job. It did a great job Ness overall. And that's still a makeable shot, but as we all know, that's a toughie. Major toughie right there. I thought that 4 ball was about to die on her too early too. A very, very good defensive shot. And again, I think that was kind of the best of that situation. I think not getting fancy is the call. Your opponent is on the hill. Allow them to go and work through and potentially make a mistake and work with it from there. If you can play some defensive shots and get good ball in hand or two throughout a rack and just be able to really handle any issues such as right now that 6-7-9 problem. Right, that definitely works very well to your advantage. Nice little cut there. She made sure to avoid the scratch. Very well played. That 5 is makeable from so much of the table, even if the cue ball rolls all the way back down, which it did. She still had some options on it, so very well done. I'm sure that they've already started taking a look at it here, both players, but is that 6-9 possible in that top left-hand corner? Could we potentially have another early 9 ball? We've already had one in this matchup against these two wonderful ladies. Question is, could we end up having another one? Great speed. Looks like she may have was facing to get the breakout from it. No, drifted over a little bit too far to the left. Not a bad situation. Not a bad leave. And it may have worked out to her favor by not getting that breakout there. There's really tight, tough cuts right here. We've seen Sandy go and attack him. She does a great job going after him here, but sometimes overcuts him in the process here. And this is not an easy cut at all. 5 ball is a little over, almost 1.5 diamonds away from the pocket. And it looks like it's up off the short rail by about a diamond. If it was up about another diamond right there, that would definitely be an easier shot. Looks like she's going for a little bank shot there. And that 5 ball bounces too far out. She's looking to see if the 5 ball is still makeable or not, but yeah, that 5 ball should be makeable from there just fine. Big question still remains at 6-7-9. I'm not sure how they're going to tackle this, but Ness is going to have an opportunity here to go after it first by the look of it here. She did herself no favors there, unfortunately. That's a little more, a little less situation. Cue ball a little further back down. South of that table would have been fine. He still would have had eyes on the 6. A little further up, and he would have been able to just do a nice little 1 rail towards it. I think that 9 is blocking that simplistic 1 rail option. And you're not going to go all the way down here this bottom rail after it. Not an easy situation to be in. Yeah, they're in a little bit of a pickle. Unfortunately, she had the 5 in the bottom right. By the way, guys, Landon just came and joined me in the booth here. But she had the 5 in the bottom right corner pocket. It was sitting right outside the pocket. And the cue ball drifted. Nice little angle right up there. And
Why isn't Sonya here?
why isn't Sonya here? Yes. Landon's asking where you at, Sonya. Yeah, we've been having a great time. These two ladies, Sandy was almost out of it here, 7-2. Bad hit right there, yep. Unfortunate here, and even more unfortunate now with that little layup way it is. That's just a nice little back and forth, 6-7, 6 in the top right, 7 in the top left, 8 right back in the top right, and just depending on where you're left with, I mean, that 9 goes and pretty much anywhere else you want it to go. It's got plenty of frequent flyer miles to go in any pocket. And you got great opportunity here to be able to close this out, Sandy. We'll see if she's able to. Unfortunately, she's had a couple of, well, both ladies have had a rattle in the pocket with the 9 ball. It's definitely plagued them a little bit in this matchup. Did the stream freeze up? Is it back now or no? Not showing. We had a little bit of drop frames earlier, I know for sure, but maybe refresh the page, Eric, if you can still hear by chance. So it will be Ness versus Sandy on the table. Again, race to... If you can still hear by chance. If you can still hear by chance. Sandy making quick work of the 6 and 7. You still here by chance? Hey guys, in case the stream ever freezes and stuff like that, and you don't see where multiple people are saying that in chat by chance, make sure and just do a little refresh. Sandy making
Just
quick work
in case
of
it
the
definitely can be on our
6
end.
and
I'm not
7
saying it
still here by
isn't
chance.
ever
on our end. Hey guys, in case the stream
Unless
ever
you
freezes and stuff like
multiple
that,
people
and
in chat,
you don't see where
stream
multiple
can't
people are
see it.
saying that in chat by chance, make sure and just do a
Make
little
sure you do a little
refresh.
refresh.
Sandy making
Just
quick
in
work
case
of
it
the
definitely can be on our
6
end.
and
I'm
7
not
still
saying
here
it
by
isn't
chance.
ever
on our end. Hey guys, in case the stream
Unless
ever
you
freezes and stuff like
multiple
that,
people
and
in
you
chat,
don't see where
stream
multiple
can't
people are
see it.
saying that in chat by chance, make sure and just do a little refresh.
Sandy making
Just
quick
in
work
case
of
it
the
definitely can be on our end. I'm not saying it
However,
isn't ever on our end.
a little harder.
Guys, in case the stream ever freezes and stuff like that, and you don't see where multiple people are saying that in chat by chance, make sure and just do a little refresh. Just in case it definitely can be on our end. I'm not saying it isn't ever on our end. Guys, in case the stream ever freezes and stuff like that, and you don't see where multiple people are saying watching our phone. Just in case it definitely can be on our end. I'm not saying it isn't ever on our end. Guys, in case the stream ever freezes and stuff like that, and you don't see where multiple people are saying watching our phone. Just in case it definitely can be on our end. I'm not saying it isn't ever on our end. Guys, in case the stream ever freezes and stuff like that, and you don't see where multiple people are saying watching our phone. Just in case it definitely can be on our end. I'm not saying it isn't ever on our end.
And again, she hangs up in the pocket. She is having the worst of luck with that.
Oh my goodness.
And again, she hangs up in the pocket. She is having the worst of luck with that.
Oh my goodness.
And again, she hangs up in the pocket. She is having the worst of luck with that.
Oh my goodness.
And again, she hangs up in the pocket. She is having the worst of luck with that.
Oh my goodness.
And again, she hangs up in the pocket. She is having the worst of luck with that.
Oh my goodness.
And again, she hangs up in the pocket. She is having the worst of luck with that.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Eric, my brother.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Eric, my brother.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Eric, my brother.
Oh my goodness. Might be Facebook getting us. I may need to restart stream. Might be Facebook getting us. I may need to restart stream. Might be Facebook getting us. I may need to restart stream. Might be Facebook getting us. I may need to restart stream.
All right, Chad. I don't know what was causing that. I do apologize. We should be back up and running right now. All right, Chad. I don't know what was causing that. I do apologize. We should be back up and running right now. All right, Chad. I don't know what was causing that. I do apologize. We should be back up and running right now. All right, Chad. I don't know what was causing that. I do apologize. We should be back up and Guys, let me know if y'all are back and able to hear it just fine now, especially in between my talking. I do know the stream's lagging just a tiny bit as well, guys. Again, guys, let me know if y'all can hear me just fine back in stream. We should be back up and running.